Don't get it twisted, this channel's content has not changed. This video is basically to chronicle my 1-year journey of being on YouTube and also to make some pretty big announcements that I hope you stay for.
Lights, camera, action.
Year 0 is officially over. I turned 1 on YouTube this month. Congratulations to me and happy birthday! Happy first birthday to you and you, my wonderful subscribers. If you've been with me since day 1, I'm totally excited to have you here till today. And if you followed along the way through my journey of starting this YouTube channel, I'm so grateful for you to be here and I hope you stay for the long haul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alice Johnson. You can call me AJ for short. This channel is dedicated to content from Africa, that is films, theater, and the works. I usually talk about content across the board, but then it's more heavy on film. So I talk about the theater practice in Africa and just basically chronicling my journey as a young creative growing up in Africa, the whole journey. And I'm so happy you've been on the journey with me till now. So yeah, I mean, 1 year is not really the longest time, but then if you're looking at a newborn baby and a 1-year-old, you can tell there's a lot of phenomenal growth. Like I mentioned earlier, the channel has been dedicated to African content because I love film, I love theater, I love being creative. I studied theater, I also studied film, so it's something that I studied, so I have a lot of knowledge about it. And when I watch films, I realize I always have a lot to say about them, and I always have a lot to say about content generally. So why don't I create a channel to share these ideas, and hopefully someone out there can relate to it and also share their ideas so that we can learn. For you to also discover amazing people who are doing the Lord's work right here on this African continent and taking the continent from where it is to the global stage. And it's been an amazing journey so far. I've had the opportunity of interviewing amazing filmmakers from all across Africa. I've also attended a number of film and theater programs that I documented in the vlogs. I've been to theater productions, I've been to festivals. I've also done film reviews, which was really what my first video was ever about, which was about the first Ghanaian movie ever made. Yes, first Ghanaian ever feature film made. If you know what it is, what are you doing here? Okay, wait, finish watching this video and then go and watch it. But yeah, there's definitely been a lot of growth. So that's just basically what this channel has been about. I also had the opportunity to visit some cinemas, watch films with my friends, sample their views and sample the general public's views. And the hope is to continue creating content in this vein and actually get more into it. I am so stoked about what is to come. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it already so that you don't miss a beat. Because guys, coming in hot. I really have to calm down because it's already hot. What other heat? Okay, I digress, but how hot is it wherever you're watching from? Because these days it's just so hot in Accra. It's mega hot. It's crazy. It's super crazy. On that note, I'm taking a fan break.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Starting something is not easy. It is not easy. I mean, I've had this idea to start a channel for the longest time, but just, executing it has been so difficult for me. Ask me why, I wouldn't know, because now that I'm a year on, I'm just like, why didn't I start earlier? But then again, in that moment, while I was contemplating starting or not, it wasn't the easiest decision to make. And I'm just grateful that I have a lot of loved ones who are always really willing to listen to me. I spoke to my close group of friends, loved ones, my family. I spoke to them and I just said, okay, what if I started a channel on blah, 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 blah. And, they were very supportive. They were like, oh, I think it's a good idea. And the fact that you even have the idea at all, it means that you would be able to do it. And I was like, okay, once I put my mind to something, or once I've decided to do it, I'm going to do it. And I thank God for that resilience. But I look forward to the day that I'll actually give like a breakdown, like a complete breakdown of every single detail on how I actually started. And this thing started since when I was in school. I mean, I have this friend, Adam, and he's watching now. He will testify. And then Mikey as well. I spoke to them a lot about, oh, I want to start a channel, what do you think? But then I just didn't know what to start with. I didn't want to just create content for content's sake. But later with time, studying theater and studying film, I realized that it's something that I love to talk about, apart from being passionate about it. So yeah, it just made me feel like, okay, this is actually the best time to start. And actually, there's no best time to start. Whatever you want to do, I would say start now. Another challenge will definitely be being consistent, working on the side, and then being able to combine it with content creation. It's no mean task. And it's one of the things that is really a huge challenge. But when you are really passionate about something, you really have to make that sacrifice. I'm by no means where I want to be, but I'm grateful that whatever it is that I've been doing for the past year has yielded results. Those are the major challenges for me, and probably equipment. I wish I had the better equipment, but I always recommend starting with whatever it is you have, and that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to continue to do until I'm able to, procure better equipment to take the channel to the next level. Which leads me to this part of the video. I'm excited to launch my Patreon. Like I mentioned, some of the challenges I face are not being able to have the best equipment and whatnot. And I could do with any support I can get. So when I read more about Patreon, which is an online platform that allows you to be able to monetize your content, I was extremely excited and I decided to take a chance at it. And I'm going to launch it officially on the 15th of April, which is technically in 2 weeks, because that's the first day I ever posted a video on YouTube. So I want it to be on the 1 year mark, goes live. And it's going to be in several tiers, but there's going to be a $1 threshold. I'm sure anyone at all who wants to support your girl can definitely subscribe to $1 a month. You'll get exclusive content. I'm looking at giving you behind the scenes of content creation. I'm also looking at giving exclusive intel on the interviews I have with filmmakers. So before I even have the interviews with the filmmakers, I drop it on my Patreon. And if you have any exclusive questions you want to ask, I'll definitely do that. Then it's going to be strictly for Patreon, so you don't want to miss out on that. And I'm also going to do a community where we have an accountability call. So once every month, we're going to have an accountability call. Although my content is skewed towards filmmaking, theater, so basically for creatives, I'm opening it up to anyone who wants to be held accountable in some way or fashion. So what that means is we are going to be having accountability calls. They're going to give us a breakdown of what it is you've been able to achieve thus far. And everybody shares their projects, their ideas, and then their prospects for the next month. And then we meet again. And we're going to be encouraging each other every now and then on the platform, because I realize that community building is really important, and it's very important to me. So that's why I cherish each and every one of you who is a part of this journey that I'm on. It's going to be a fun this time. It's going to be so much fun on Patreon. So I'll then treat you all to subscribe to any of my tiers when the time is due. Mark your calendars. In exactly 2 weeks, it's going to go live, and you're going to see every single thing on there. There's an intro video, and there's going to be videos on the various tiers as well. So you're going to know exactly what it is you're subscribing to, and it's going to be well written out. Everything is going to be very clear. But pending that particular release, you can decide to buy me a coffee. So Buy Me a Coffee is a platform that allows you to buy someone a coffee, basically contribute a little quota to whatever it is that they are doing, not necessarily with any content benefits. I'd like the content benefits to be on Patreon, but this is just your way of supporting this channel, and also, seeing me to the next level of being able to research better, get better equipment, and film more content for this channel and grow the community. So the link to the Buy Me a Coffee is in the description box. It is already live, so you can go ahead, click the link, check it out, and buy your girl a coffee, because she needs it. She needs it to stay up and edit these videos at dawn. The editing at dawn is not easy. I need coffee to stay awake. Now, the final part of this video, one of the yays that I've encountered after creating this channel was meeting people. So there was a day I posted a particular video, which was my first video actually. Wow, interesting. Wow, this is actually interesting. So posting my first video, I posted a video on my Instagram story, and I was like, oh, this is the video. It's about the first film ever made, link in bio. So I think people were resharing that particular video, resharing. So through the reshares, someone was interested in the content and reached out to me through the channel. Actually sent me an Instagram DM, was like, hi, I just got to Ghana and I really want to work with someone. And I was like, hi. And we are still friends till today, so I'm happy about that. And he's more or less like family now, technically. But yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't even realize I'd known him for only a year. Apart from that, it's made me get better with time. The first video can definitely not be compared to like my 100th video or whatever number of videos are on the channel. So I'm grateful that I started in the first place, and I'm able to drive conversations. I'm able to, speak my opinion and share ideas as well, especially with the films that I review from the 30s and 50s in Ghana. It's one of the things I really enjoy because I get to watch the film, rewatch it, analyze it. And it was something I really enjoyed in school. Analysis and interpretation is more or less like I'm just channeling my hobbies into my content, which I'm also passionate about, and also hoping that someone who's also passionate about these things can relate. And I celebrated hitting 500 subscribers a few weeks ago. I was so excited about it. I'm still uber excited. Right now, we're sitting at about 520 subscribers, which is great. And I'm super excited for what is to come in the following months. I started from zero. So started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here, and there's only moving up from here. Like I said, I'm so grateful to everyone who's watching now and has been a part of the journey. If you've not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that button. Yeah. Basically, this is just an overview of how it's been 1 year on YouTube. I'm uber excited for the next year and the next year and then the next years. I'm definitely going to introduce more series, more content coming out on the channel pretty soon, so watch out for that. Thank you for staying up until the end of this video. I really appreciate the support so far. Cheers to 1 year and cheers to many more successful years to come. And yeah, don't forget to visit that link and buy your girl a coffee, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share, comment. Enjoy your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.